Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cult Show.
Hi.
It's Friday night and we are balls deep.
In quarantine.
In quarantine, balls deep
Yeah.
in quarantine.
Not with each other.
No, not yet.
Socially distanced.
Happy Friday, Sandra. Happy Friday, Caleb.
Well, thank you. Same to
Happy
you.
Friday, Scott. Our poor
Happy
producer,
Friday,
Scott,
friend.
is upstairs feeling sickly, but yet he is still producing for us. So Scott deserves a
That's
huge round of
dedication.
applause.
And that's why we love
That's
Scott.
dedication.
That's why we love
Just
Scott.
one
Poor
of
Scott.
the many, many, many reasons why we love Scott.
He gave his life for the Cult Show.
We love him for that and for his sexy baritone. So
Indeed. Indeed.
Neil, you're on fire today.
I know.
am I? Oh,
He's like,
Like-
what am I going to say? What am I going to say? And he's just like, pow, pow, pow.
Well, you know what it was? Getting up and running to the bathroom just as we were starting, like the blood flowing.
So,
So-
I think you peed in the sink.
And
I
I,
just
think
stood
he
right
went,
next
I
to the
think he went
camera.
out into I think he went out in the backyard.
Mhm.
Yeah. No.
And Scott
I
thinks
stood-
he used the litter box.
He knows me too well. That's my Scotty Bear. Oh, well, hey, so far we got Michael with us. Hello, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
We love you, Michael.
We love you so.
Hey, look, Scott's here too. Hi, Scott.
Oh, hi, Scott. We were just talking about you.
We
How
got
weird.
Michael and
Weird.
Scott. Okay.
Yay. We have all the key
And
players.
Mindy.
And Mindy. Hey, Mindy.
Hi, Mindy.
We missed you, Mindy.
We do. I miss the friends.
All right. So, what's happening, guys? What's going on?
Not a whole lot.
Silence. Silence. Just crickets.
Okay. That makes for a
Living the
good show.
dream.
So,
Living the
Right?
dream.
living
I'm
the
just gonna
dream.
sit here and stare at you guys. All the
Yeah,
time.
me too.
It sounds fun. All right.
Oh,
Well, I
I'm
guess we'll-
bad at staring contests too. Oh yeah, we did. We put in our herb garden. And it's
Oh, did you?
Fabulous. Yeah.
Very
Kind of
nice.
like herb garden, or
No.
I'm
Herb
holding
like
fingers to my
herb.
mouth.
Yeah,
Oh.
like herb.
herb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Herb.
Like
Like-
peaches and
like-
herb. Peaches and herbs. Peaches and herbs.
I'm feeling like this is a reference, but I'm not getting it.
More old timey music.
Oh, more of your old timey pirate music.
All right. So we also got Lewis joining us, and we got Enoch. He says he's balls in.
Enoch
Hi,
is balls
friend.
in.
Good job,
Yes, he
Enoch.
is. Thanks,
Yes.
E. Appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it, sir. Just be sure and wipe the TV up when you're done. So, Lewis, what's going on, Lewis? Good to see you, my friend. Lewis
Miss
sent
you.
me a cool interview with George Romero, which I didn't reply to yet. I apologize, Lewis, but thank you for sending that. That was very kind of you.
Lewis is awesome.
Yeah, Lewis
Yes,
is a
he
nice
is.
guy.
He is.
I miss
All our
him.
fans are.
All of our fam.
Yeah.
Cult show
My
fam.
mom is a nice guy. So
Your mom's the nicest guy.
Caleb, what are you drinking tonight? What's usually you're so dang intricate these days.
You know, I'm just
Oh,
having
look
a
at that.
vodka cran.
Wow. Okay.
Cranberry is very good for you.
Yep.
Yes, that's why I'm drinking it.
You have a UTI.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, those are not funny, my friend. Those are no joke.
No, those will get you out here.
I
Those
I
are
got it
the
from social
worst.
distancing.
It just jumped over. Choo, choo. And I'm having sparkly water. Let's not
Ugh.
talk about it.
Okay, won't talk about
All
it.
right.
But it's
all
in my awesome cup with my awesome straw. So life is good.
Held by your awesome hand.
Yep, with awesome tattoos on my awesome
on
arm.
your- exactly.
Yeah.
Everything is awesome.
What about you?
I'm just doing
What about you, Mr.
vodka.
Pink Drink?
My pink drink, vodka and grapefruit juice.
Oh.
Grape-
Well, it's
Grapefruit
actually
juice.
no, I'm sorry, grapefruit sparkly water, not grapefruit juice.
Oh,
What?
grapefruit.
Okay.
Do you
It
have a
is
picture of it?
refreshing and a little bit bitter, kind of.
Do you have a
mixed in.
picture of it for your refills?
I don't. I will have to go just full on pour a new one if I get.
Okay, you brought it with you because sometimes you have your little bougie picture So you can just refill that right there.
What makes a pitcher bougie?
It's like very like we're on the veranda on a wraparound porch in the South.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. Do you want to kiss me on the veranda? No, the lips are fine. Remember that?
Didn't get that one either.
Three Amigos.
It's funny though. Oh, I've seen that movie many times. Many
Chevy
times,
Chase.
But,
Sorry, you said
clearly
veranda.
I'm
It
not
reminded me of that.
committed to memory. So what else do you want to talk about?
How about the fact that Laura and Emma joined in to the show?
Emma, it's been forever.
Mwah.
I know. Wow. I guess D&D got over early today.
I guess so.
That's right. She used to choose D&D over us. Those were dark times.
I know that one hurts. That one really hurts.
It does.
That one really hurts. Yeah.
That cut was definitely the deepest.
I was gonna say
she plays with some guys. She'd rather hang out with guys that have really thin mustaches instead of us.
Yeah, we're way cooler guys than that.
Thin mustaches.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to say cheers. Holy crap. I'm sorry. Scott's probably with his finger in the button. Hurry up. I can't hold my hand up anymore. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, friends. I feel like he would have yelled at us any moment.
Yeah, there needs to be rules in society, people. We can't just have an intro that lasts for 20 fucking minutes, okay?
I know. Right. What the heck?
I've also got my Belching Beaver peanut butter stout. I forgot to.
That's funny.
Scott's getting his mojo back.
I think so. I think we're gonna make him feel better by the end of the show.
I know. I feel like there might be a pizza man in the near future, maybe.
He might come a calling.
He might come a calling. The pizza man. What are we talking about? Today, not for our main subject. I mean, but you guys, like, what's going on? What's on the agenda for?
We're talking about like stuff we watched.
Yeah, that's that kind of thing.
Okay, that.
Too much vodka Caleb? For Neil.
You don't want to go first?
No, I think everything I watched again was like in preparation of this. So, you know, actually, no, I will say something that's not on my list. I was going to bring it up later, but
bring it up now.
Preparation for this, I was going to do Children of the Corn, not because it's like really a vacation movie, but they are kind of, you know, they're in a car, they're going somewhere,
road tripping.
That movie just did not hold up for me.
Oh no! Oh, I love the original. I'm like a big fan of like all of the sequels and the remake of Children of the Corn. All the corn. All the children.
All the corns.
All the corn.
Yeah, I think it's like part 3 or part 4. I like really love and watched a whole bunch at one point in my life. Yeah.
Part 4 is like Malachi's Revenge or something, or
it just gets
Malachi
so
gives
weird.
Birth, something like that.
So it's funny. The guy that played Isaac, I always thought he was a kid, but he was a grown-ass adult that just happened to look very young.
Was he? No, that's not true.
I want to say he was even older than Hamilton at the time. Like crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, Caleb, that's nightmare fuel. That can't be true. It would explain his voice, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Creepy motherfucker, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh.
He's a school teacher now, apparently.
Oh, bless his heart. Teaching the youth about he who walks behind the rose. It was his destiny. Yeah.
Teaching him how to use a meat slicer. Teaching him, you know,
how to use a scythe, a scythe.
Yeah.
I can't say that word. You know,
a skiv,
a shiv.
Shiv.
Teaching the kids how to use a shiv.
A shiv.
Death's tool, right?
Yeah, Death's thing. The thing that has.
A dark Sith.
Oh, I am a dark Sith, so I can
You
do
are?
tattoo. Yeah.
I have one of those in my butt. A dark cyst. So
Sounds painful.
And I am
Sounds
no, and I am no longer
Scott,
Balsky.
kill the feed.
I feel like you guys get closer to the camera, people at home. Neil has talked about his ass so much this evening before we went live. I don't know why.
And showed it to us too. Did a little dance.
Send help. That's all.
It's the dark cyst of my butt.
Sith, not cyst.
Are you sure?
God. I'm positive. Anyway.
Darth Vader's helmet kind of looks like it could be a blackhead or something, you know, like it's just...
We're gonna move. I feel like I'm gonna throw up, and I think we should move on. I, for one, think we should move on. Can I talk about what I watched, or are we just gonna?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Some more. I watched a disappointing movie, so I'm gonna tell everybody to maybe not watch. It's called Z on Shudder. Z, like the letter Z.
Okay.
Z. It's an imaginary friend movie with like a little boy as an imaginary friend. But so I don't know.
Is it from New Zealand?
They're like Americans in the movie.
Oh, okay.
But it was good up until the final chapter, and it like really fell apart for me in the last act, and I was just like, no.
I'm sorry, it sucks.
It did suck. And then, so I'm telling everybody, like, you can skip Z. You can just skip it. Or you can watch it, and maybe I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong. And then I watched some stuff in preparation for tonight's episode as well.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's actually fitting.
Wait. I have one more.
Go ahead.
I have one more. And I read 2 horror books this week.
Wow. You're a reader.
I am a reader. Now you may go.
You don't can tell us what they are. You're just going to say you read them.
Okay, I'll tell you what they are. So I read The House That Fell from the Sky, which is going to be out in September. I got to read it early, and it is a Lovecraftian cosmic horror. So if you're into that, you might want to keep that on your radar. And then I had some issues with it, but it's another place, another time. And then the other one I read was by my friend of Genre Junkies, my book show, David Sodergren, Paperbacks and Pugs on social media. He's from Scotland. He wrote a novella. It's called Dead Girl Blues. He has 2 other novels and then another one coming out. And he is like, I always say this, like, he's legit. He is the real fucking deal in horror writing. He is graphic. He is gross. Absolutely, like, pulls no punches, like the legit scary stuff.
Cool.
I love him. It has a pug named Boris. I mean,
yeah, guess no better than that.
No. Now you make
Boris. Okay. So I was saying that it was actually kind of fitting that Emma is with us today, because Emma, of course, is 1/3 of your Spooky Slumber Party podcast. And on your episode, about a month and a half ago or ish, you did a lodge.
Yeah, the lodge
thing, and I finally saw the lodge. So I listened to your episode.
I know you've been keeping me in suspense. You watched it like a week ago, and I'm like, "Can we talk about it?" And you're like,
"I know,
no, I'm saving it."
So I don't want to. I also won't get too far into it because Caleb, I don't know if you have seen.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, no spoilers.
No spoilers, but I can say that it did not affect me as profoundly as it did you or Emma or Scott, I guess, for that matter, based on the episode that you guys did. So I have to go back and watch it again to see, like it didn't. I didn't have a visceral reaction to it, like it seems like you guys did. You know.
I don't know if I had a visceral reaction. That's not quite the right word.
Okay.
But I was very engaged, enraptured, invested in it. For me, it's going to be on my list, definitely, of one of the best horror movies of 2020, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you've seen it, you should listen to that episode. But I don't know. Maybe we'll have to watch it together, Neil, so you can get the full effect.
Maybe. Okay,
yeah.
I'm open to it. I'm open to watching it again just to see if I can see more into it, I guess. But find more. take more from it.
To take more from it. Yeah.
But anyway, but I did enjoy it. It was a good film. I did enjoy it by all means. I just, I think I heard so much great things about it that I was really expecting to get, punched and kicked in the face. But whereas I was kind of more like, oh, okay, But like the one thing that happens in the beginning that starts off the whole movie,
Yes.
like I totally saw that coming.
No,
Like,
you did not.
I did 100%.
Are your pants on fire? You're a liar.
I'm not. So I'm not
Do we
spoiling.
believe him, Emma? Do we believe him, Scott?
I know. I saw it coming. So that's why when it happened, I was just like, yeah, okay. Like, okay, I see it. Let's go. But anyway,
wow.
That being said, Caleb, give it a check. See what you think.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
it's
it's in my queue on Hulu, and I just was watching too many vacation movies apparently.
Can I plug something else?
Yeah.
That people should watch. I watched it when it came out, and it's recently added to Shudder like this weekend, is Turbo Kid. Have you guys seen Turbo Kid?
No.
Oh my God, it is so much fun. You got to watch Turbo Kid. I'm so happy to see that it landed on Shudder, because it's one of those, like, a lot of people have seen, but like we had to rent it VOD like when it came out, because it's it's like a French and New Zealand film or something. It's like not like your standard American thing, and it's so good, you guys. I don't even want to tell you too much about it, but Turbo Kid, it's very 80s throwback-ish.
Okay. Cool.
Mad Max vibes.
Have you watched any What We Do in the Shadows yet on TV?
Neil, you know I haven't.
Why not?
No,
How many times have I watched a movie you told me I have to watch, but you don't watch anything I tell you to watch?
How many times have I watched a movie that you tell me to watch?
Never. Maybe one time.
My God.
Greasy Strangler.
That's not true. I'm sure there is more.
I can't think of any.
That's like a whole TV show that I do want to watch, but I have to invest myself in. A movie's different.
I don't know. You're missing out. Done. This show is so good.
I know.
I can't talk about it with you. So
you're sad. So I made you sad.
You make me sad. Sandra makes me want to cry.
That's what I thought. I will love it. I know I'm gonna love it. I know.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Tell people to stop coming out with such awesome horror books, and then I'll do
everything else. All right. People, stop writing good horror books. Don't make any more good movies. Just cut it out.
Stop so I can watch the new vampire show.
All right. So, Sandra, actually, you know what? Let's have Caleb introduce it today, because this was his idea. Caleb.
An idea I am regretting. No. So my idea for the group was to do vacations and road trips and those sort of things gone wrong this week. It seemed like a great idea to me at the time, but I had such a hard time with this, you guys.
I'm sorry.
Finding the movies, or just deciding
finding
on which ones?
Movies, finding available movies, finding movies that I liked, that I wanted,
the themes
that I thought were worthy of being on my list.
Well, poor Caleb.
That kind of thing. So, no,
I'm really sorry.
I still had a good time doing it, but I had, grand visions in my head when I suggested it, and you live and learn.
This is for me. You live and learn. For me, this was one of my favorite topics. I love this. I had a hard time narrowing it down. I picked 6, and I have 2 honorable mentions. I love this topic.
Yeah, I got more into as I started kind of thinking about it and going through it. Then I was like, oh, this is that one. And then I watched a couple. I'm like, oh, it actually ended up being more fun. Yeah. And then, which is why when I remembered the film that I talked to you guys about, I texted you about. I'm like, if you haven't seen this one, you have to watch and consider it, because it, I think it might escape.
I was like, I saw it when it came out. Please, that movie's 10 years old, fool. That's a good pick, though. But all of mine were ones that I had already previously seen. I just got to do a little bit of watching because I was excited. Yeah,
right.
I was excited.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so I don't know. Do we have? I don't know, Scott. Did you compile? Do we have to go?
He did not compile from the illness,
Okay.
so we're just gonna go
one
round
by
robin.
one.
Yep.
Okay.
Should I like? How many do you guys have? Because I have so many.
Well, I have 5, and then I have like 4 honorables.
You have 4 honorables?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have 6 and 2 honorables. How many do you have, Caleb?
Like 6 and
You have 2 movies.
a few honorables.
Oh, you did okay.
No, I did it. I did the assignment.
You did your homework.
I wasn't happy about it. I mean, I'm happy about it. I wasn't like,
I know.
really, really, really happy about it.
Like I was.
Best kills or.
And I'm like over here, like hella stoked for this topic. Like,
All right.
So
Well, then
excited.
why don't you lead us on?
Should I do my honorable mentions first?
Sure.
What do you think?
I like them later on because then that kind of gives
Okay.
away. I think we should do them
okay.
after
No, you're
number
right,
two.
What's
you're right.
not going to be there? Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do them before our number 1 picks.
Yeah.
Okay. So coming in at number 6 for me.
I love how our
Is-
top 5s always start at 6. It's like, we're like we're reinventing numbers.
We are. Well, math is dumb. Math is so dumb.
It is dumb.
It's so dumb.
It's so exact.
I have notes on my phone, so
Okay.
forgive me. So coming in at number 6 for me is Sweetheart from 2019. It's directed by Justin Dillard, who also was one of the writers. Did you guys hear of this film?
Don't know it.
No.
It's on Netflix. Should still be on there. It was one of my top movies of 2019. Top horror movies, whatever. And it is a very tiny cast. And there's the lead actress. Her name is Kiersey Clemens, and she basically carries a large chunk of the movie. It's just her, because it is about some young people who are out on a boating trip, and she becomes stranded on a not so deserted island. There's like not even a whole lot of dialogue in the movie, and she just like really, really carries it. And I like a good shipwrecked tale too.
Okay.
Yeah, super good movie, Sweetheart. Check it out.
Okay. Sweetheart, check it out on Netflix.
On the flicks.
On the flicks.
On the flicks.
Caleb, you got a
Nice.
6 on the flicks?
Why don't we go with The Ruins? Now,
Okay.
the movie, I read the book first.
Me too, me too.
And it's an amazing book. If you haven't read it, Scott Smith is totally cool. He also did A Simple Plan, which if you haven't seen that, they wrote the book anyway, with Bill Paxton and Billy Bob. It's a really good movie.
That's a good movie.
But The Ruins, it's just a creepy little. The 2 couples go to Mexico on vacation. They hear about this little ruins. They go there. The people don't let them leave, and then all hell breaks loose. And there's some
They do everything. They do
amputation.
everything. They do
There's-
everything wrong. They're like those people in the horror movie that you're like, stop it, stop doing that.
They do make poor choices, don't they?
And all of the people in the village where the ruins are like, stop, don't do this. Ugh. I liked the movie. The book was a love, though. The book is
Yes.
like, oh,
No, absolutely.
so good.
Absolutely.
I think I saw the movie. Where's that the one they're underground? I know there's
No.
several of those. No? Okay.
No, there is a
There's a part, yeah,
hole, I guess, that they go
there's a
down.
hole. Yeah,
So yeah, there is a underground or
element.
something out, not outside,
Yeah,
Okay.
inside.
There's an element.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
But-
Cool.
Good choice, Caleb. That's why we're friends.
That's what it is.
But that
Okay,
pick
so
is
if we're
more. But that pick is more than the movie.
Yeah, more book than movie. I
Yeah.
hear you. Yeah.
so if we're doing 6, now I have to go through my honorables and pick one out.
Do you want us
Okay,
to wait?
I'm gonna go with Friday the 13th, Part 4. Is my honorable because there's a group of kids who are going to the cabin that are on vacation together to hang out, have sex, and dance. And then of course, as you know, typical Jason comes a knocking.
As he always does. So
as he always does. But yeah, this is part 4 is my favorite Friday the 13th of all of the series, and I always have loved that film and for its wonderful special effects. And I just think having little Tommy Jarvis being introduced into the story, played by Corey Feldman, it's just one of my favorite films. And when you think about people going on vacation gone wrong, this is
oh yeah,
this is a good one because it goes very wrong for all those kids.
Goes so wrong.
So wrong. So Friday the 13th, part 4. The final chapter. Yeah, I was trying to remember the little sub name.
But it's not the final chapter, is it?
It is not.
There's more. Can I say my number 5 pick? I'm gonna say my number 5 pick. Neil, where'd you go?
I'm right here.
How rude!
My phone.
I'm gonna go, and it's my turn, and you're like, I have something better to do.
Sorry, my phone was trying to make me turn on location services, and I don't want to.
That's super random.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgive you. My so number.
Sorry.
I forgive you. So forgive. Oh no! My number 5 pick is 1997's I Know What You Did Last Summer, directed by Jim Gillespie and written by Kevin Williamson, who wrote so many things in the 90s. I read the book by Lois Duncan before I saw the movie. She was a great little kind of YA horror writer back in the day. She wrote like that, Killing Mrs. Tingle, like the one they made that movie out of. She wrote a few things. Anyway, of course the book was better than the movie, but I loved the movie. I was 12 when it came out, so it was like, just that like right teenager, preteen age. And I love this movie. I love it so much. And some of the acting is a little questionable. Some of the people that die should have survived, but that's a whole other argument. But I love it. It's just super fun. And they don't really go anywhere because it's just like a memory of last summer, but I still think that counts.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen it? Do you like it? You hate it?
I mean, I saw it when it first came out, and I didn't, at that point, it wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah. Right.
Pretty much forgotten.
I remember Jennifer Love Hewitt in the rain screaming about,
right.
What are you waiting for or something?
There's no rain. It's not raining.
No. Oh, okay.
It's summer.
Like a hook or something.
It's not raining.
Right? So you have a hook, like a fisherman's hook or something? Okay.
Yeah, there's a hook.
And the guy
Freddie
in a raincoat?
Prinze Jr. Yeah. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Phillippe, Johnny Galecki. It's an all-star cast.
Okay.
It's the Gordon Fisherman
so
gone haywire.
Yeah, only it's not yellow. Doesn't wear the yellow outfit.
Really?
It's not Georgie. No, he's wearing black.
Yeah, it's all black.
Okay.
I think maybe you could revisit it. It's on Shudder.
Maybe. Okay. As soon as you watch What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh my god, I have to watch a whole season of television?
Yep. Get on it.
I'm upset.
I'm doing you a favor.
But only 20 minutes at a time.
Only 20 minutes at a time. Caleb, why don't you say your number 5 pick before I get really upset? More upset than I am.
No, I like it when you guys fight. It's funny.
We like it too.
For all the viewers. My number 5, and some people have already mentioned it in chat, but Cabin in the Woods.
It's a good pick.
It's just I kept trying to take it off the list and trying to and I just nothing could take its place. So it's just a fun, enjoyable horror comedy.
Lots of Easter eggs for horror fans too.
Oh, tons! All the different tropes and
and then there's The Room, of course.
Yeah.
Great movie. Fantastic movie.
Fun, exciting movie.
Fantastical, indeed.
But some people don't like it, apparently.
Like who?
Some people in the fam don't like it.
Some people in chat don't.
Wow.
You guys, why don't you like it?
What's the matter, you?
So good.
Okay, so we're on our 5s. Okay, Number 5 for me is a great little film that I think it's so woefully it's underappreciated, overlooked, and in fact completely space this on our greatest villain episode that we did. This would be The Hitcher, starring Rutger Hauer.
Yeah. I
And
love,
C. Thomas
I love
Howell.
The Hitcher. Yeah.
Yes,
love
The Hitcher. Again, boy in car taking road trip, not accidentally, but picks up a hitcher and then immediately gets into trouble with the guy. I mean, the film just starts off, picks him up, and Rutger Hauer plays John Ryder.
It's a regrettable decision.
Awesome bad guy, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. We showed this at the Cult Film Series a number of months ago, but it's one of those. I don't know. I feel like it's an underrated film that doesn't get. Again, it doesn't get enough. Again, like I forgot this movie completely from the whole.
I forgot that the premise that it would fit tonight's
a road trip. Yeah.
But
that's a great movie.
Really good film. I love Rutger Hauer, and he was such a good bad guy in this.
Creepy. Don't pick up hitchhikers ever.
Yeah, probably shouldn't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I never have. Have either of you?
Fuck no.
I'm just asking.
I never picked one up and I've never hitchhiked. Hell no. Are you kidding me? I'm way too much of a horror and true crime aficionado to be doing that.
Put yourself in that position. Yeah.
No, sir.
Right, yeah. Those of us that watch horror, we know, like, no, this is a bad idea.
Ends poorly.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't usually end very well. No question.
I'm going to hit you with my number 4 pick.
Number 4.
So my number 4 pick is from 2014. I'm giving the years because as we've done so many of these episodes, I realized that some of y'all have not seen the movies I pick. So I'm trying to give like a little bit more information.
Thank you.
So this is 2014's horror sci-fi picture called Honeymoon. It's directed by a lady named Leigh Janiak, and she also co-wrote it. And it is about a couple who goes away on their honeymoon, and they run afoul of some things in a sci-fi horror capacity. And it's got some great gore and one of the most like disgusting, gut-wrenching body horror scenes I personally can remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. It's like really nasty. Yeah.
And where can you find it? No? Okay, it's fine. I'll look for it.
I originally saw it on Netflix, but that was a couple of years ago, but it might still be on there. But if not, I'm sure you can find it on Amazon streaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honeymoon.
Or just rent it because it's really good. And it's like an independent filmmaker, and you should support them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Honeymoon. Caleb.
So this will be like the 3rd week in a row that we've brought this movie up, and one way or another. But for me, it would be The Descent.
Yeah.
So
we are on vacation.
When you picked it as your one of your favorite kills, I said like, yeah, I remember watching it in the theater, and I don't remember. Yeah. I mean, I remember thinking it was good, but not great. So I went and rewatched it, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I saw it in the theater. Damn good movie. So.
Yay! You were like,
cool.
What the fuck? That happens every once in a while with all of us.
Because that is a vacation gone wrong in so many different ways.
So wrong.
Yeah.
So
and I don't like closed-in spaces. Like I think I'm in a bit of a claustrophobic, and damn, did they film that really well.
You and producer Scott. Yeah, you and producer Scott, and then Neil and I were both like, we're creepy and we kind of like enclosed spaces.
Yeah, no, you guys go ahead and do your spelunking or whatever the fuck that's called.
I don't think you would get me though into those little teeny tubes I crawled through, like, and with the water up to here, and you have to kind of crawl through, and
Yeah,
I don't think you'd get me in that. Regardless.
I don't like the water part. No.
So
you're not gonna go with me in the cave?
Well, I will go into large caverns and things, but when you get to those little teeny tubes,
a few tight squeezes.
Depends how tight. if you're talking like compacted body thing, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that one where, they're pushing their bags in front of them and crawling on their elbows, like, hell to the no.
I think I would do it, but no water.
Happening.
No water, though.
I would rather. I would want to have like a rope tied to me in case, and someone can like pull you through.
I'll pull you through. I'll pull you through.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll just grab your foot, and you just kind of go, and I'll hang onto your foot, and you pull me.
Yeah, which is fine. That won't be difficult for me at all.
Okay. Piece of cake. Is it me?
I do for you, Neil. The things I do for you.
I know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's your turn.
Number 4 for me is this is a film that I was texting you guys about earlier. A Perfect Getaway.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect Getaway.
Fun movie.
I thought it's a fun film. I just really very much enjoyed this film about what you think is a newlywed couple going on vacation in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. Again, runs afoul of some shenanigans, and they meet another couple along the way of a hike, and then all kinds of weirdness and things happen with murders on one island, and then they kind of follows them to the new island they're on, and Timothy Oliphant takes his shirt off, and
he does
kayaking and and hiking.
You're so funny.
It's Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
Sounds like something.
Look, Mr. Frodo,
Steve...
I've seen a Timothy Oliphant.
It's a Steve Zahn, Timothy Oliphant, and even
that was Lord of the Rings. That was a Lord of the Rings reference.
Oh, that's
kind of.
Sorry.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, Neil.
You guys just go ahead. I'll just stop now. Scott, just unplug me.
You can't be mad at Caleb.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
The best singer ever. I bet everybody in the chat loved that. Oh, okay. You're just gonna drink. I'm sorry.
No,
it's Steve's.
You guys keep going. Go ahead.
No, I'm back on your thing.
No.
Steve Zahn is in that.
I stopped a long time ago.
Mila Jokovic is in it.
Oh yes, very good. Mila Jojovic, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, go check it out. It's not really a horror film. It's more of a, what do you call it? An action thriller. Okay. Thriller.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a horror film.
No, it doesn't. No. Anyway, but it's a really fun film. It's got a couple of twists in it. That even like it had me going like, oh, kind of thing.
You didn't see that coming?
No, I did not. There's one little part I didn't see coming.
I remember that too from when I saw it.
I think I saw the main thing coming, but then there was a little part.
There's another thing. Yeah. Where
I was that was clever.
Like
those were clever people.
Any mystery, and it has like little branches, little offshoots. Right. Yeah.
So
I hear you.
That's all. I really enjoyed it. Number 3.
I'm still laughing. Not the Lord of the Rings joke. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm serious and I'm focused on this. Okay. My number 3 is technically, I picked 2 movies for this. They are a sequel, which was Hostel Parts 1 and 2 from Eli Roth, 2005 and 2007 respectively. I know Hostel is very polarizing, and you either love those movies or you hate them, and you hate everybody that likes them. So in which case you would hate me. I love those first 2 movies. I think they're gross. I do enjoy a bit of the torture porn. I do. And
you admit that?
Ugh. Yes. You know what? Stop judging me, Neil.
I'm not judging you, you Lord of the Rings fan. I would never do that.
Lord of the Rings is an epic fantasy, and that's not what we're talking about, though it is a road trip movie.
It is a road trip movie.
It's true.
We could have picked that, Caleb. We could have picked Lord of the
I
Rings.
probably could have. All right, I'm throwing my entire list away.
Yeah, just toss out the window.
Episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, exactly. No, we're not going to do The Hobbit. No, we're not going to do The Hobbit. So when in '05, when Hostel came out, I was friends with people who were not lame and in retrospect, not good friends, and they were not horror fans. And I somehow convinced this group of people to go with me to see Hostel, and they were very mad at me. And they were like, "You are sick. There's something wrong with you," because I was like eating my popcorn, like, Hostle's so good. Oh, look at the eyeball. Like, I love it. I love it.
Okay. Yeah, I saw it also when it came out in the theater. I went with a friend, and yeah, I mean, I remember going like, yeah, it was at the time, torture porn hadn't become, I don't think it has been torture porn yet. That was kind of one of the early entries in that genre, which I came to not like at all. I got really tired of it real quick.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's not, it doesn't interest me. I just to see,
it's kind of a one-trick pony.
Yeah, and it's like, okay.
In your opinion, it's a one.
Well, obviously, I'm the one talking, so clearly it's my opinion. So I'm not talking for someone else.
Wow, she's mad. She's a little upset.
But I'm just saying, if I'm the one talking, anyway. That's it. There you go.
You can't even
I can remember feeling a little underwhelmed watching it as well.
Underwhelmed.
I mean, after hearing everyone talk about how, oh my God, it's so, violent and
I like the torture porn, not all of it. Like, obviously there was so much of it, like you couldn't like it all. And they were calling Eli Roth and all those directors the Splat Pack, kind of like the Rat Pack. And I liked it. And I like how their movies pissed people off and made them talk and were polarizing, because that's what art should do. It should piss people off and make them have, opinions back and forth. Can the people of the chat, can you back me up on Hostel? You guys like Hostel?
Emma says she's with you, girl.
Yeah, I'm like, of course you are, girl. I love you.
You've got one.
One of the good things about the torture porn was that's one of the things that actually pushed me to start the cult film series, because at that point I wanted to show younger horror fans what the films were that I grew up on, that I thought were more fun and enjoyable.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, the campy classics, of my time versus
right.
But I don't want them to think that just all horror was torture porn, basically.
Right.
Growing up on Saw, growing up on, the Eli Roth films, but there is more to it.
Yes, there's a history.
Facts. I'm just giving you facts.
I know. That's Jesus. Is it my turn?
I don't know. Go ahead.
I'm with you, Neil. So this is the movie that made me come up with the idea to do this. The vacation gone wrong thing. And that is 1956's The Man Who Knew Too Much, directed by Alfred Hitchcock and starring Jimmy Stewart and the wonderful Doris Day.
Golf clap.
It's while on vacation, an American physician and his wife take matters into their own hands after assassin planning to execute a foreign prime minister kidnap their son. I think I said when I reviewed Psycho, I took the Hitchcock collection and I've started watching them, and so this is just one of those ones.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's a fun little movie, and
it's a crackerjack
sings
film.
Que Sera Sera in it, which I guess became kind of her signature song. She didn't even want to record it at the time, but then won an Oscar for it. But it's just a fun Hitchcock movie that I honestly had never heard of before getting that collection. So, check it out.
It is a great, great film. And I gave you a golf clap because that is a classy pick. Unlike me and my disgusting torture porn, you, sir, are a class act.
There's some good comments I'm not going to read coming from the chat, because I don't want Sandra to get any more mad at me. So
I don't think it's possible I could be more mad at you.
What do you got, Sandra?
This isn't Star Wars, Matt. It's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes,
It's
it
your turn,
is.
Broseph.
So my
Potato
number
chip?
3 is one of Caleb's other ones. Cabin in the Woods is on my list as well.
Yeah.
Because I think it is a brilliantly wonderful, fun film.
Agreed.
Super good. Super good.
Yes. So I won't talk about it because we already kind of glanced over, but super fun. If you
can
love,
give your takes on it.
Yeah, you can talk a little bit about
if you
it.
love horror from the age of, I mean, it was very much meant to be a, I think it's a bit of a throwback to the 80s type campy. I mean, clearly it's a campy, fun film that they just put a nice little twist on for you. So
it's a love letter for horror fans.
yes,
Totally
exactly.
is.
With all kinds of creatures and things going on that you just don't even see coming by the time it hits.
Yes.
Merman, yes, there is.
My favorite part.
You're right. There is the merman.
Yeah. That and Husband's Bulge. That's like
Husband's bulge.
Mm-hmm. You remember that part?
That's in the diary that
Yeah.
No, I don't.
when they finally make their pick.
Yeah, that'll
It's
be
in
a
the
nice
diary
little.
that they bring up from
That'll
the
be a
basement.
nice little treat for you to
Okay.
remember later.
Okay, thank you.
My number 2 pick.
Number 2.
This will come as no surprise. I'm sick of talking about this movie. I'm sick of hearing my own voice talk about this movie, but I'm going to do it anyway. And that would be Midsommar by Ari Aster.
Oh.
I mean, it's a brilliant film. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I know a lot of us. I know Emma, I see you, girl, loves Ari. Yeah. Oh, that's your.
It's my number 2 also.
Caleb, high five. Boop. It's just a great, wonderful film, and it happens to take place while people are on a vacation of sorts.
Oh, definitely a vacation. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I was ingesting in the herbs, but yeah, I didn't even think of that movie. So yeah, I have to reposition my picks now because yeah, it definitely should be up there. So I would agree with you guys. Great film. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
I must have had a freaking carbon monoxide tube in my mouth or something.
Again, you always do. Yeah, too soon, bro. Too soon. Well, that
Brilliant
takes
film.
care of Caleb and I. That's
Brilliant film. So that takes care of both of you. Okay, my number 2 is no surprise going to be the film's Vacation and European Vacation.
You're lumping them.
I'm lumping them because I love both those movies equally, actually. So yeah, I think I don't know what I can say other than Chevy Chase and his befuddlement through trying to get his kids cross country to Wally World is just a classic film. I mean, the whole Christy Brinkley in the car and the dog pees on the sandwiches, and then they put the dog on the leash behind the car and take off with it. And, I mean, just everything that befalls, the aunt dies and they have her on the roof. They carry her to Phoenix on the roof. I mean, it's just and then European Vacation. I mean, the whole thing just starts out with them on a game show, Pig in a Poke, and they accidentally win a trip to Europe, and they keep running over Eric Idle. Like they keep bumping him with the car, and I mean, it's just, I don't know. It is brilliant stupidity, and I love it.
Huh. Kind of sounds like brilliant stupidity, and yet you make fun of my torture porn movies.
Okay. Do I make fun? I didn't make fun of your torture porn.
I don't think there was any fun being made.
There was more of a judgment in his eyes.
Yes, there was that.
Yeah, and the tone and some other things. But no, that's fine. It's fine.
Thank you for allowing me my number 2 pick.
Very, very good pick, Neil.
Thanks,
Good
Caleb.
job. No, those movies are okay, but they're just not my thing. What are you putting the finger at me for?
No, I'm saying I'm watching you, Sandra.
I was just saying they're not my thing. They're fine.
I know.
They're fine.
And it doesn't have to be your thing.
No, it sure.
That's why we each
not.
make our own list.
Sure does not. At least on this topic. And then we fight about it because that's what we like to do.
Because we're passionate. Okay,
We're passionate. When we fight, in case anybody is confused at home, when we fight, it's for funsies. We're having fun.
We're fighting for you guys listening and
we're
watching.
having fun. Caleb's not having fun. Neil and I are having a lot of fun.
We're having fun. When Sandra goes silent and just looks at me, it's so much fun.
When I give you my Lannister death stare.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, she should have pushed me out the turret or the window.
Yeah.
Or shoot you in the gut. While
Why not do both? Should I name like 2 of my honorable mentions?
You do you, boo.
Okay, then I'll just get them out of the way. Just get them out of the way. Friday the 13th, part 1 and 2.
Ah.
You guys, those are my favorite of the franchise. Everybody knows I love Sackhead Jason. I stan Sackhead Jason. And the first one, I love the first one too. Those are my favorite of the franchise, those 2 movies. They're great.
Okay.
They're great. And then I also picked Backcountry. Have you guys seen that?
Mm-mm.
It is from 2015, and it is about a couple that go on vacation. It's loosely based on a true story. They go camping in Canada, and they are pursued by a mad bear. And it is one of those things. And I love bears, and bears are wonderful. And this is not a normal thing that bears do. Don't be mean to bears. But it's like a crazed bear, and it's like, again, it's kind of like Sweetheart, where it's like just really these 2 actors, and they like really carry this movie, and it's oddly emotional, and you get like really weirdly invested in their lives, but it's like at the same time really thrilling and scary. And then I lied, I have another honorable mention, which is Wolf Creek.
Ah, okay.
More torture porn.
Yep.
Those are my honorable mentions.
Torture porn it up.
Yeah, that's not a good color on you. Not a good color on you. You're mocking my gold clap now!
Caleb, please go quick.
You can't win, dude. My honorable mentions. Stand By Me, because you got to have some Uncle Stevie in there.
Good
it's not really
choice.
Vacation, but they are.
It's road trip. On foot.
They're walking, They're
walking.
Natural Born
Titanic?
Killers, but I watched it and it doesn't really hold up me a lot.
I liked that movie a lot when I was 13, and I don't think I think I kind of
I liked it a lot when it came out, but watching it this time it's kind of different.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. And then, of course, Grosse Point Blank, about a guy that goes home to his high school reunion, which is sort of a vacation of.
I would say that counts.
I didn't consider that
counts.
film. Yeah. I love that movie dearly, but I didn't even consider. Yeah.
There's so many. I really don't think there are any wrong answers here.
No, it's fine.
They're just sort of like what came to us.
I saw that.
What popped into our head, or what popped up into our computer when we typed in "vacations gone wrong." Yeah, so those were my honorable mentions.
Good job.
Honorable mentions. I have The Descent in there.
Yeah.
Because that's a great film. The Hills Have Eyes.
I'm sorry. Who introduced you to The Descent?
Oh, you did, because when you tell me to watch something, I do it. Unlike,
boom, boom.
I drop my mic, but then you won't be able to hear me anymore.
Drop your mic.
You walked right into that,
Drop
Sandra. You're just
mic.
like, I'm here. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. The Hills Have Eyes. Hills Have Eyes.
That came to mind for me too.
Never seen it.
There's one. I would almost call it like early torture porn.
It's definitely torture. Yeah, they're both the original and the remake are.
And the remake is definitely torture porn.
Yeah,
and I guess the original
it's also rape revenge. It's a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It's. I mean, it's not a film you want to watch very often by any means, but. And anyway, and then finally I got Weekend at Bernie's. Because you gotta love a little Weekend at Bernie's.
Almost went on my list.
Yeah,
I like Weekend at Bernie's.
You gotta give it up for Jonathan Silverman and what's his face, Andrew, whatever his name is,
whatever that Brat Pack guy that
carrying around
didn't do a whole bunch.
Terry Kaiser.
That I enjoy some Weekend at Bernie's.
Yep,
I concur.
Wow, you like a stupid comedy?
Yeah, I do.
Right.
I do like that one.
Oh my gosh,
I like watched
huge.
I watched it a lot as like a little kid. I thought it was funny. Yeah. Is it number one pick time?
It is.
It's number one pick time.
You got a drum roll?
Okay. Jaws.
Yeah.
It's all about Jaws. It's all about Jaws. And it's like, it's so topical right now too, with like the mayor being like, let's open the beaches. And then they're like, let's not open the beaches. It's all come back around again. I love that movie. I'm so happy that Caleb has watched it now and he's in on it with the rest of us. Love Jaws. For me, it is the summer gone wrong movie.
Yeah. Good film. I'm surprised. I'll be honest. I'm surprised that my number one didn't even make your list. Wow. I'm going to be honest.
This is one of those, I love so many. This was really good. This was a really good topic for me. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys' picks are.
All right, Caleb.
My number one, and the reason I kept trying to get Cabin in the Woods off my list, because I didn't want two Cabin movies, but my number one is Evil Dead.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
So I didn't want, but I feel like, Evil Dead is like the granddaddy of all Cabin in the Woods movies. So.
For sure.
The granddaddy of them all. Yes.
And, I know a lot of people like 2 because it's like funny and, but this is the one that started it off. Just a bunch of friends and on a super, super low budget, just going out there and being creative and inventive and
it's brilliant.
It's brilliant. It's amazing what can happen. Put your mind, and decide you're going to do something like they did.
And look at the legacy it has wrought. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so many good titles coming up on the chat now that
you're like, crap.
I know. I'm like, how did I not think of that one? Jesus.
There's like good titles, and then there's like people saying mean things about me.
Yes, lots of mean things about you. Only you, though.
Yeah.
Oh
man, I can't believe. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So my number one is not Evil Dead, and I can't believe that's one I didn't even occur to me. So I apparently should have gone online and typed in.
I didn't do that either.
But it's kind of cool when you come up with it on your own.
But I forgot Midsommar. I forgot Evil Dead. I forgot. There's
Jaws.
one I won't say yet because I haven't said my number one, but it's crazy. I'm upset at myself.
Number one,
and neither of you picked Jaws.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. My number one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Technically a road trip.
They go on a road. They're together. They're off.
Yeah, because they're going to see
road trip.
Seeing the old homestead.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're gonna stop by and see. That's a great pick. I didn't think of it as a road trip movie. One of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Yeah, that's actually one of the first ones that occurred to me. But we've obviously talked about it enough. But we did a whole episode on it. I don't want to speak for anyone else, but I very much enjoy that film. I know, Sandra, I think we enjoy it together.
We do. That was Thanksgiving episode.
That was our Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I know we said how much we really enjoy it and love it, and we all especially love our wheelchair bound.
No,
our Franklin,
our boy toy Franklin.
Sully. I was actually thinking when we were doing favorite kills that none of us picked, and I forget the guy's name, but the little kicking guy after we open the sliding door and gets knocked in the head and like twitches on the ground.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That could have been.
Yeah,
I mean, we didn't
Didn't pick
talk
it.
about that.
Yeah, didn't pick it. Wasn't even an honorable mention, I don't think.
Oh,
It was not. But
we dropped the ball.
Lewis brought up also American Werewolf in London. It's like, oh my God,
Yes.
how do I not even think of that one?
That is getting some love.
One of my favorite movies too.
I guess-
Yes. This topic is so big.
It is.
Yeah.
We just delete this episode and start over. We do our list.
No.
New list.
Okay.
More fighting.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. We'll just do the same fight all over again. What are some other things that people have said in the chat that they liked? Was there any other ones that jumped out?
Evil Dead was one of the ones that kept coming up.
Yeah.
What else?
Blair Witch.
Blair Witch
came up. Blair Witch came up.
Blair Witch is a good one.
Hatchet, yeah. Victor Crowley from Hatchet.
Hey, Hatchet. Yeah, Hatchet.
Yep.
What's up?
Yep.
Enjoy some Hatchet.
Apparently, Mindy says Laura's telling her via text if she watches Hostel, she'll hate herself. So.
Jeepers Creepers. I did think of that, but
Creepers.
God, Jeepers Creepers now. I love that first movie, but Jeepers Creepers now.
No.
That's such a thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
That
Mother's Day. There's a lot.
Yeah,
Jeez,
there's so
Mother's
many.
Day says. And then
The Great Outdoors.
The Great Outdoors. I like that movie. Yeah, I like
that one did hit my consciousness at one
that
point.
one hit mine too.
I thought about
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and then I was
It's
like,
I haven't seen that since it was in theaters, so I didn't even know how that.
Oh no, that's still a fun movie.
It holds up. It holds up.
Yeah.
The raccoons, especially.
The
Home Alone
raccoons.
2. Let's go to New York.
Oh, Michael
Home
finally
Alone
chimed
2.
in. Michael.
What did
And
Michael
Dutch.
say?
Home Alone 2 in Dutch.
Dutch.
Michael, back me up on Hostel.
Michael, you know who butters your bread.
Tourist Trap.
Okay.
Tourist Trap. I don't
Yeah.
think I've seen
Tourist
that.
Trap. Turistas.
We go on forever. Turistas, yeah.
Yeah.
So they can keep going on.
But there's so many.
So many. It's a great topic. Caleb, you did better than
Good
you
job,
even
Caleb.
gave yourself credit for.
Thank you.
Good job for making Sandra and I fight.
Yeah.
It's all part of my evil plan.
Your evil plan.
Let the hate flow.
He wants
through
to
you.
have 2 birthdays and 2 Christmases.
Oh my God.
Oh, Michael said it's okay, not great.
Hostel's
Oh.
okay, not great.
So, yeah.
Hostel's okay.
It's
not great.
all about personal preference. It's not
It
a
is, but you
it's
know
not
what?
a popularity
as a
contest.
torture porn person, I'm used to this. You know, I thought I could count on my fellow horror fans to have my back. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
all I'm
I'm honestly
saying.
surprised that you like it so much. I'm that actually really legitimately surprises me.
Why? I love horror and I love gross things.
I know, but I don't know. I guess like for me, I'm more into now. I'm like I love the like a Hereditary, the Midsommar that gives me that sense of dread. You know, because it's created
too.
with I know. I'm saying great, but that's what I love right now. Right? I guess is that a feeling where the torture porn, it's strictly going for one thing, and that is just to see who can be the grossest. It isn't necessarily clever, you know, or well done. It's just trying to gross you out, and that just doesn't interest me. It gets boring.
I would disagree that that's what it's going for. We should have to have like a town hall on this.
Okay.
A town hall forum where we discuss. But that's
But there's
okay.
but there's no wrong answer here. That's the important
It's okay. I'll put on my
Neil has
scarlet
an
letter.
opinion.
I'll put on
You
my
have an
scarlet
opinion.
letter and
Scarlet
go
letter.
off and live by myself. But clearly Emma has my back.
We've all got your back.
Yes. I'll
Not feeling
defend
the
you
love.
while I am prosecuting at the same time. How's that?
You're so talented. You're so talented.
I object.
Shut up
Sting.
with your scarlet P. It's not an A, it's a P for you, Sandra.
for prawn.
For porn.
For prawn.
All right. So hey, are we agreed on next week's show? Our topic for next week.
We did, yeah.
We did. I forgot, but I remember now.
Okay.
Torture porn. Yeah.
Best torture porn film.
It's just gonna be me talking about my top 20 torture porn films.
and Neil and I just
sitting there like, good. I'm sorry. Neil's a little baby. He can't handle torture porn. He acts so hard, but I think we all know the truth.
I'm a very sensitive soul. What are you talking? I admit that.
Yeah, he's alone. So. Somebody called the ambulance for Neil. He can't handle torture porn.
I can't handle the torture porn.
Lewis says he will watch it for you, Sandra.
Lewis,
because he hasn't even seen it.
But you knew that. Lewis!
He'll watch it for you.
Next week.
And then give us a review.
Yes.
Next week.
I feel supported. Next week.
Favorite Stephen King movies.
Adaptations.
So movies, adaptations, but it also could be ones that he wrote specifically for stream, right? Yep, originals.
Yes.
Anything
indeed.
Stephen King had a hand in, whether it's the original story,
anything he had a paw in.
Yeah, anything that he dipped his finger in, whatever it may be.
We're going to talk about it.
We're going to pick.
This might have to be like a top 10.
I know. This is going to
be a... Yeah, it's going to be a whole thing. Yeah,
so you guys at home, start getting your list together. It'll be a fun one.
Start watching your Stephen Kings and reading your Stephen Kings, too.
And we're going to show all kinds of video clips, right, Scott?
We're going to get canceled from YouTube again.
They cancel, but then they forgive you afterwards.
Yeah. We did have to kiss the ring, though. So.
Yeah, we did. That's right. Absolutely.
Can I go home now?
Let's do it. So, everyone in the chat, thank you guys so much. Emma, and Mindy, and Laura, Lewis, Michael, Enoch, if you're still there. Scott, whoever you are. Bye. Bye.
Bye.